So here is Mario Kart All Cup Tour by Big Shooter Gill. Received an 85% spotlight. It was released on the 26th of June 2017. My score that I gave was 85% no, and I was one of the 3 people to give it a no. The spotlight, me, Treb, and Steve. So I guess we can start off. This is I don't really know how I'm going to review this park. Yeah, I guess I can go through all the tracks. I guess that's I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I guess I should say my biggest grievance with this park was that it tried to be a theme park and not just a bunch of Mario Kart tracks and theming, I guess, or actual like Mario Kart stuff. Like I really enjoyed all the tracks, but some of the filler stuff in between really was kind of fell out of place, especially like in the entrance area. I mean, this feels like a theme park, you know, and I don't know. I kind of wish it didn't, and it just went all out on the Mario Kart stuff. It didn't bother with, you know, trying to be like a theme park, like with all this foliage and, you know, the landscaping and the path fences and benches and stuff like that. Like if it was just all Mario Kart, like this is better because it feels very, you know, like heavily, like it feels like part of the track, like it feels like part of the world of the track, and it doesn't feel like this filler. Some of these buildings, I mean, I just didn't really care for. Like this area is a little bit better. Like this building was awesome, this Chomps building. I mean, I don't know, like some of this, the architecture wasn't really that great and kind of felt like it took away from how awesome all the tracks were. Because you felt like you had to include this theme park stuff. Especially these buildings, like, I don't know. See, I don't really know how you would have done it, but I mean, that's kind of the thing. The spotlights and why they're difficult. You have to figure out how to manage these aspects. Yeah. Like I don't know, like it's not that the theme park, like it feels like a theme park with all these Mario tracks. I would have rather there have been like a bunch of Mario tracks first and not a theme park, if that makes sense. Like that's, I mean, it's kind of hard to articulate, but excuse me. Yeah, like I don't know how you would have done it though without the theme park stuff. Like if you would have gone all out, more like all out fantasy, you know, more so than tried to ground it in this realistic sort of world, I guess is kind of what I'm saying. Like make it less realistic, and don't try to feel like you have to place these parks in, or these tracks in like a real life setting, and just go all out and make it, you know, a Mario world and fantasy world, I guess. But yeah, I mean, some of the little details are awesome. I mean, I guess we'll start with this track, like little vehicles, and these are probably the tracks I'd like a little bit more, that actually kind of follow the layout that they were in the game. I think that's that was a very challenging thing, and then you were able to pull it off in a lot of spaces, which is really cool. Yeah. And then this is Mario Circuit. This is probably my least favorite. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of just dull in real life, or in the game, I should say. So not really surprising. some of these tracks I don't know because the only Mario games that I played are the Wii version, which I guess is Mario Kart 7, and the Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash, which is the GameCube. I guess this is a Mario Kart 7 track. And then, I mean, this isn't a bunch of them. I don't know Shy Guy's Beach is, though. I don't remember that from any of the games I played, so I'm guessing that isn't. Yeah, I think Double Dash is probably one of the better ones, just because it's such a unique. Because you have the two characters. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know if I can like talk about these coasters. The coasters, I guess, like the station, like this is kind of the thing I was saying. Like the station feels like a theme park or like an amusement park station, and it kind of just feels out of place. I don't know. This is kind of the thing that with Big Sugar Gill's style. He's always been good at making stuff feel like a theme park, but I feel like that kind of hurt him here. So yeah, here you have, I guess, Shy Guy Beach is what it's called, Shy Guy Falls. I mean, the theming is right here. And then we have, what is this? Tri-Dye Desert, which I guess this is a Mario Kart 7 track as well. It might have been in different ones, but I do remember from Mario Kart 7. The layout's a little bit different, but I do remember that there's this pit in the middle, I think. And there was a like sort of underground section, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite tracks, just because the pyramids and the ruins and the towers were done really well. And then I guess I'll move over here to, what is this track? Koopa Beach. I think this was in the Wii. I can't remember. I feel like I remember playing this. Maybe it was one of the classic tracks on the Wii version. Yeah. Man, it was, I don't know, right track. This is probably one of my least favorite tracks, but the awesome bumper car hack with the crabs here was really, really cool. That was probably the best little hack in the game, or in this map. Very cool, and the theming here was nice too. But yeah, we'll see if any of them get stopped. Because the one thing you have to appreciate too is that there's a ton of custom objects. We'll talk about those a little bit later, but went a lot in the yeah, it's probably a really old. I guess they're not going to see them, but anyways, yeah, really cool hack. I thought that was, when I first saw that, I was like really surprised or shocked, I guess, and then also the rock is in Koopa shape. And we have Waluigi Stadium. This was definitely a Mario Kart Double Dash track. I know, because I know there was a Wario Stadium and a Waluigi Stadium. I can't remember which is which. Let me actually pull this real quick. Okay, so it is a Waluigi Stadium. I know there's a Wario. Yeah, it actually looks more like Wario Stadium than Waluigi Stadium. Let me see if I can, because there was like a secret cup that you could unlock with Mario Kart Double Dash, and there was one track, oh my god, special cup. man. Ah, damn, I can't remember. Let me see if it lists all the tracks here. Oh my god. Wario Coliseum is the one I'm thinking of, yeah. No. Alright, anyways. But yeah, this is really cool. I like this track as well. Well, the thing, was the entrance? Yeah, the entrance was over here. But yeah. The diagonals are kind of sloppy, but I don't really know. There wasn't really much I guess you could do here. I don't know if you had like the diagonal steps. Objects. You could have done something like with these, I guess, and lined them up like that, but anyways. This is Luigi Raceway. This is in multiple ones. I guess this is in both the games that I know. Yeah, solidly done. Probably one of the more bland tracks, but as well done for that. I wasn't really a fan of these buildings, though. These bumper cart attractions were fine, just because they were, themed very much to the tracks. But I don't know, these buildings just kind of feel wall spammy and a bit sloppy. Like I would have rather seen more bleachers or something like that rather than these buildings. But moving on, this is what is this called? Mount Wario, which this actually might have been a. I know there was like a skiing or ski resort themed track in one of them in Mario Kart 7, but I cannot remember what it was called. Yeah, this was kind of bland a little bit too, but the setting was kind of cool. So probably not one of my favorite. Oh, and we forgot. This is probably one of my favorite tracks. Was the Thwomp Ruins. Just because of the Thwomp objects, those are really cool. And I really liked all the 1K ruins, and like this is a great example of an attraction in this game that really, or in this map that really works. It's because it seemed very heavily to the track. It has a giant Thwomp thing right there. But yeah, this is probably one of my, because of all the details. The heavy sort of theming. And of course, I guess the Baby Mario circuit. Just probably one of my favorite tracks in the actual game, but yeah. In this, it's kind of, there's not much you can do with it, but I think the inclusion of the coaster as a monster kind of flying on the track was a cool inclusion. So, and I guess we can go over here to DK Mountain, which, one of the classic tracks from probably multiple games, but I remember that double dash first and much with the cannon that shoots you up the hill and you'd race down. The only thing I wish you could have included was the giant wooden bridge that, is the end of the track. Like the classic wooden bridge. But this was still pretty well done. I enjoyed the cloud guy picking up the crashed cart off the gap. That was cool with all like the junk at the bottom. And then I think there was a little Donkey Kong there. It was cool. Yeah, a cooler, one of the better tracks, I guess. The one thing that's I guess kind of hard with this one is that it kind of hard to follow the route, and it's kind of so hidden in the foliage. It kind of doesn't really have any. It's not really framed that amazingly, but still good. more just, I guess, okay buildings. And then we have Yoshi, which this was a double dash track, I'm pretty sure. The coolest part of this one is that it's actually shaped in the form of Yoshi, which is I'm glad you were able to pull that off. That's probably one of the things I most remember about that track. Yeah, I guess you kind of needed like a highest point, like a snow top point. It's kind of just flat here, and there's not really much there. It's kind of just gray, but yeah. I guess, some of this, theming stuff just isn't really that, it doesn't really do much for me. Kind of just feels like theme park stuff. Alright, but didn't really add that much, I guess. Let's see, I guess we can go right to Bowser's Castle. This is probably one of probably the second most famous of the Mario Kart tracks. I definitely think this is probably one of the better ones as well. Just with the castle theming, especially the actual Bowser's head with the flames in it, and then I really like the entrance to the key, like the little mini castle spires and stuff, and the lava around lava moat, and then also I liked how you brought the path over the actual track. That added some nice interaction. Kind of wish you had done that a little bit more. And instead of having the path sort of go around the tracks, have it go over and around and under. Just add some more interaction, I guess. And not make it feel so much like a theme park. Yeah, you have the thwomp things, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I mean, it's really well done. So, I guess we can go to, what is this, Ghost Valley? Another well done track. I kind of wish you would have showed, yeah, this is the object that is on the top of the tile. Like, there's another object that is kind of like the trim, where it rests sort of like one unit up so it doesn't clip with all the cars going across. I would have just cleaned it up a little bit, but still really well done. I liked all the effect under the track with the clouds and stuff. And these are probably some of the better buildings and stuff too, just because they're very themed to the tracks. You don't feel like theme park buildings. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fan of these. Like the theme park rides that aren't themed to tracks are just feel so out of place to me, like this station here, and I don't know. I feel like it would just be better with more, like, if it was themed to this track, or themed more to the Bowser's Castle, like, not trying to transition, just go all out. It's either themed to a track or themed to a track. There's nothing in between. We'll save Rainbow Mode for last. And this is a track that I do not remember. Was it Promo Volcano? I remember hearing the name, but I do not know the track from the game. But yeah, really well done with all the lava. And I think there's also there's a train that jumps around in the lava. I don't know where that is though. Anyways, yeah, well done. I do think it was smart of you to put sort of the tracks that were let in terrain a lot on the outside. Like, that was smart how you laid them all out. That was a nice inclusion. Yeah, I guess I should say the signs for the different cups. Like this, the special cup one's probably my favorite. And this is the Star Cup. And I don't know if you did. Yeah, Mushroom Cup. That one's just all right. And then this is Flower Cup. Yeah, well made, but not as cool as the special cup, I don't think. And then of course we have Rainbow Road. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain this one, but like this is probably the coolest little part, how it flew up in the air with the fans. I guess I feel like I remember there being a train in one of them. I can't remember though. I haven't played these games in such a long time, so. Yeah, I mean, I guess like for this, like the theming was a little like, I don't know. I wish you would have gone more all out and not try to make it grounded. Like if they would just be floating on like invisible track or invisible path or something like that. That bridge between stars or something, or planets or whatever. Like that'd have been a little bit better in my opinion than this sort of like hybrid theme park thing. Nice, but I don't know, this is kind of the thing that kept me from saying yes, is that you have these really, well-made tracks, but it's not like you just didn't turn it up to 11 like you need to for a Spotlight, in my opinion. Like it was kind of stuck in that like almost there range where you like we're just a couple creative choices away from, oh yeah, here's the lava cart thing that jumps around, but you're just a couple creative choices away from really, selling the theming a little bit more and making it feel even more fantastical, which I wish you would have been able to do. Yeah, I mean, it's still great, but it just needed that one little turn to, I guess, engage me a little bit more and make it a little bit more authentic feeling and feel either all theme park or all Mario Kart fantasy. But yeah, I mean, I kind of debated between 80 and 85 for a while, but yeah, a good park for sure. I think deserving of the accolade. In the end, especially when we have parks like Worlds of Fun. I got Spotlight. I don't have any problem with this winning Spotlight. So yeah, there's Mario Kart. Great details, but overall, I wish you would have gotten rid of the theme park feel and gone out for the Mario Kart fantasy feel, and had some more interaction with the track. The path, and not had it so grounded in like sort of like a real life feel. Yeah. I guess you're glad I gave you an 85 instead of an 80. But yeah, I think the scores is okay with me. I think it's probably a little bit closer to an 80 than 85, but I don't know. It's whatever. I don't really have any problem with the score in the end. Seeing how many people really love this park and all the little details that you put into it. And for it being such a different sort of theme and idea, I don't know, I guess it's kind of hard to criticize you for the execution that I didn't really think was that great in a lot of areas, because it hasn't really been done before. So for a lower end Spotlight, definitely solid. But